obviously is a big step for the club.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, look, had a chat with John a couple of weeks back about possibly bringing someone into the backroom team. Look, Frank, his track record speaks for itself. He's won trophies for the club. Won the FAI Senior Cup with the women's team only 2 years ago. He was a big part of the club a couple of years back, and he's obviously been with Cove for the last year now. But look, we saw the opportunity to bring Frank in, and yeah, more than happy now to have him on board with us. And yeah, I'm sure he'll bring his own ideas to the backroom team, and yeah, it's great to have him back.
Frank, what was your reaction when Declan approached you?
Absolutely delighted to be given the opportunity, Rory, to be honest. As I say, I was with this club a few seasons ago, and it's great to be back. When Declan asked me, I'm first of all a Cork man, secondly a huge Cork City supporter, and this has been part of sort of my life in terms of following this for a long time, so it was great to be asked back. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
As well, Frank, was it hard to leave Ramblers?
I mean, it was a difficult conversation to have with the chairman, Michael, but he wished me all the best, and I rang Stuart Ashton and they wished me all the best. I spoke to them about 10 days ago when I knew, and they wished me all the best with this.
Was Stephen's departure kind of a factor in the moving?
To be perfectly honest, no. It had nothing to do with it. It was just that Declan made the approach about 10 or 11 days ago, and asked me to become part of the team, and I was delighted.
So Frank, what do you feel you bring on board now to the management team?
I think experience in terms of having worked with young players. I would have done that in youths level with Cork Youths, and I would have done it with the Interleague team and with the Munster Interprovincial, so working and coaching young players. Experience in senior level in the women's game. The demands would have been similar, with Cork City Women's, and taking that football club from where they were to where they were now. Attention to detail is something that I'm very would be a strength of mine. Analysis would be a strength of mine, and from a coaching point of view, having done the pro licence is a big advantage in terms of working with an organisation. There's no doubt about that.
And John's having a Frank's experience on board with the team now has to be a benefit.
Absolutely, and look, obviously, as you hear Frank speaking, first and foremost, he's a passion for the club, which is a must. It's something you have to have, and he's a local man and he's worked with the club before. And look, you can never have too many of those people around you, and the staff has a lot of them as it is, and Frank is no doubt will play a major part in going forward that way. And as he said earlier, he's plenty of experience, and look, it's something that no doubt all of us be willing to learn from as well, and to tap into that. And look, it's all positive going forward from there.
Does this probably free you up, John, to just focus on the football side of things and the coaching of the team?
Well, to be fair, look, it's all to be pushing forward and driving forward. It's a collective effort anyway, to be honest. And look, none of us are afraid to get our hands dirty, whether it's filling water bottles or pumping balls, wherever. Everyone has to row in together, no matter what job you have to do, and that's something we've all been doing. And look, it's great to, as I said, it's great to have these people around, and it takes a team of people to push forward and drive forward, and that's what it's going to take to help the players drive forward, and no doubt Frank will be a major factor of that.
And Frank, like you mentioned, you've worked a lot with younger players and obviously with the Interleague team and with the Cork Academy, so I presume it's an aim to help bring a lot of City younger players through. The fans always kind of appreciate when there is a good strong local core.
Yeah, I think the fans absolutely do, and I think like Colin Healy is doing a fantastic job as the head of the academy at the moment, and you can see how the academy teams are doing in their respective leagues at the moment. I think there's Cork is a great football community. I think we've always produced some absolutely quality footballers in this city, and I think it's it's something that we'll continue to do with this football club. If you look at the age profile of the club, I was only talking to John today about it, it's a very young squad, and I think what needs to happen is that people need to be patient with that squad as well. That's very, very important, because the quality is there, and I think they're absolutely going in the right direction. But yeah, it has to be about promoting people through the system, yeah, for sure.
Can you just tell us a small bit more about the position, like Frank's position, and what you think he'll bring to the manager's job?
Yeah, look, Frank, as you said, there is a UEFA Pro licence holder. He's studied the game with some huge names recently as well as part of his own course. look, and as I said earlier as well, Frank, you know, he's huge experience at all levels of the game. He's actually brought players from that Cork Youths League Academy through to Cork City's underage. Some of those players have even gone across the water as well, you know, so he's got a great track record. I sat down with Frank myself and we spoke about things about his experience and how we feel he might work with the rest of the backroom team. And yeah, as Frank said, he's a Cork man. I think that can only help things as well, having another Cork man in the backroom staff. And you know, yeah, look, we're very excited to have him on board. And yeah, spoke to John again, as I said, about what Frank can bring to the team, and he's more than happy for Frank to come on board and offer his own ideas and help the squad. So yeah, we're very excited now about the latter half of the season, to be honest, with Europe and the FAI Cup yet to start as well. So exciting times, I think.
Yeah, Frank's still a lot to play for, and obviously it's your biggest challenge in your career. You know, how will you approach the new position?
I think approaching the new position will have a number of elements to it. I think come in and observe for the first few weeks, and you know, I've met all the backroom staff, and that's great. Observe the players, work with them, get to know them individually, get to know the squad collectively, do all those sorts of things. Make lots of notes, Trevor. You know, that's one of the things that I do. You know, and be very open and very honest with the people that are in this club. There's some great people in this club in the backroom staff, and there's some very, very good players. And then evaluate things very, very quickly, and start to turn things around, which is important. You know.
Yeah.
There's still a lot to play for, though. You know, there's the European games, there's the FAI Cup games, and I'm just delighted to be involved in those.
One of your immediate jobs, obviously, Frank, would be to study the two teams that you could face. Obviously, face one of the two in a couple of weeks' time.
I actually watched a live stream in it from Spain on Friday night, or when it was on Thursday night, actually. Yeah. So I learned a little bit about both teams. Yeah.
How will you approach your job? Like, tell us a bit about your own character, Frank, and how you approach this position.
I suppose one of the things that it's taken me quite a long time to get to this level and work. So, I'm delighted with the opportunity. My strengths would be I'm an attention to detail person. In most of the things that I do, I like problem solving. Is something that I'm pretty good at as well. I'm very honest with people, you know, and it's been the way I've been, I suppose, in my football career all the time, really. And I've won things at each team that I've worked with. I've won something with, so that's an advantage to you. So it means that you know where you need to go and how you need to get there and what you need to do, you know. So that they'd be the strengths that I'd have.
John, just obviously, you know Frank well, so how do you think your working relationship will be?
I have no problem there, absolutely. Look, Frank is passionate, as I said earlier, he's passionate about the club, he's experienced, he wants what's best for the club, and that's what we need. And honesty, as Frank said, is a major part of it. I've been an open and honest person anyway, and I like people to be the same to me, so and Frank is definitely that, and I've no doubt once people are that, will there be arguments and disagreements with staff along the way? Absolutely, but that's part of it as well. And once people are open and honest that way, I think you'll always have a good, healthy working relationship.
I'd say, I'm only guessing, but one of your first conversations will be bringing in 1 or 2 strikers, perhaps.
Well, unless Frank can play up there himself, I'm not too sure, to be honest. But we might have a look off that as well at training. But look, that's a different conversation, to be honest now. But look, we're just delighted to have Frank on board, and look, we'll have many conversations about many different things, and Frank's experience will be great in those conversations.
Yeah, just a Declan, how do you think the supporters, the Cork City faithful, will react to the new position with Frank coming in?
Yeah, look, as I said, a lot of our supporters will know Frank. You know, he's in affiliation with the club for a number of years. You know, he's a former player back in the mid '80s. Managed our women's team. A lot of fans will have fond memories as well of, you know, being up in the Aviva for that time we won the double with the men's team, and Frank and the women's team picking up the senior FAI Cup for the women's side. So yeah, look, hopefully our fans now will get behind the whole team, backroom staff, players, all of the staff for the rest of the season. You know, obviously we're in a difficult place in the table at the moment, but as you said, we've a lot to play for, and look, we just need the whole of Cork now to come out and support the team. You know, personalities aside, you know, we're all in this together, and you know, everyone wants the best for the club. Everyone wants to get back up the table. wants to, you know, get through rounds in Europe, wants to get a good run in the FAI Cup, possibly get us back to the Aviva again. We all want the same things. So look, I think we'll do our best at trying to get all those things in place and try to achieve things for the rest of the season. If everyone rows in behind everyone from our, you know, forward shareholders, season ticket holders, the guys that go to the Cross on a Friday night with their kids, just, you know, come out and support the team. As Frank said as well, there's a lot of young players as well in the team at the moment who, like, you know, will thrive on that kind of support as well. And you know, that's all I can say really, is get behind the lads and you know, leave personalities aside from it.
John, just on tomorrow night, how have the players responded to the tongue lashing game on Friday night, and has there been an improvement in mood in the camp since?
Yeah, look, tongue lashing might be one way to put it, but to be fair, look, they've been great. We had another chat this morning. They went to recovery yesterday. We trained this morning, and look, these players have been brilliant. Most of these players have been here for how many years, and they've been brilliant here. And look, I know their character as well, I know their personality as well, and I know they'll respond in the right way tomorrow. And that's exactly what you'll be looking for in times like these, people to respond in the right way and show what guts and character and they do have, and I know they have, and I've no doubt we'll see that tomorrow.
Is Graham Cummins part of your travelling squad tomorrow?
No, look, Graham won't be part tomorrow for just as we mentioned the other night, there's just a few talks going on that way, so he won't be travelling with us today now.
Yes. Sorry.
So James Tilly has gone as well, is he?
Yeah, James is, look, it was discussions that were going on for weeks, obviously, as everyone knows here, and he did love his time here, and we loved having him here. He was, I think, in the last 2 months, he really showed what a good player he is once he settled into the league, and look, he just wants to go back to Brighton and see where that takes him, and look, we wish him all the best because he was a great lad, available every week, and look, who knows what will happen further down the line with him, but look, we'd wish him all the best in his career. No doubt he'll go on to have a very good career for himself.
And is Carl back from injury?
Yeah, Carl's in the travelling party, so hopefully he'll be available. Just did a small bit this morning, but whether he's available to start the game tomorrow, we're not sure at the moment, but he's travelling with us, yeah.
Park, never an easy place to go with it.
No, it's one of the hardest places you can go to be fair. A lot of people in this league might underestimate the likes of Finn Harps and Ollie Horgan and Hegsy, who's with him, and Finn Harps are a proper League of Ireland club, and they've done an incredible job with them. Anytime they've got relegated, they come straight back up, and we've gone up there many times over the last few years, in 2016, 2017, and we've always come away with 1-0s really. I know this year we scored 4, but that game was in the balance 2 until Garrod scored a wonder goal just in half time to level it up at 2-2, and scored another wonder goal just after half time. So we're under no illusions that it'll be a tough game. It's always a tough game up there, and if you're not prepared to fight, and that's what Finn Harps bring, all that, so you have to fight them and work and have a right attitude up there. So look, I've no doubt we'll do that, and hopefully we can come away with 3 points from there.
Are you glad you're back in action straight away, I suppose, having a week to kind of wallow in the defeat in front
Absolutely, anyone that knows me, I always say that. I always say it. Look, we had a great chat this morning, very positive, to be honest. It was all positive, and I've no doubt they'll respond in the right way. And look, if I was playing, I'd want a game tomorrow to go up and put things right, and I've no doubt the players are in the exact same frame of mind, and look, I'd be confident that they will do that, and going up tomorrow, and hopefully that we can go up there and do that and come away with 3 points.
Frank, are you starting now tomorrow your first day, your first game?
No, I'm not actually travelling with the party. I'm not travelling with the party tomorrow, but I'll be at training on Wednesday, first training session back. And then the Bohemians game will be my first game. But I want to wish the boys the best of luck for tomorrow. I think this is a big game for us, yeah, and I think the quality is there. Absolutely.
Just on that side, on the Harps match you were talking about earlier in the season, when you scored 4 against them, it's a kind of thing that you haven't been scoring goals at all. Obviously, the big concern, like how hard have you worked on that, like to try and come up with ways of getting more chance to score more goals.
Absolutely, and like even the other night, I think was it Graham had a great chance from a set piece and just puts it wide, and I know Garrod another chance that Peter Cherry makes a good save, and look, people are working very hard to rectify that, and no doubt we'll continue to keep doing that. I know we scored 4 there, 2 of those were 2 wonder strikes from Garrod, and look, we'll settle for another 1 of them at least tomorrow. But look, going up to Finn Park, very rare do teams go up there and score 3 or 4 goals, to be honest. I know other the bigger sides went up this year and came away with not lucky wins, but tight wins, to be fair. So look, the game might be in the balance for a while, but we've got to be patient and stay in the game and keep working hard, and hopefully when you do those things that the rewards come your way.